In this video, we are going to discuss about essential tools that are used for human development. First tool that we are going to discuss about is Task Runner, and name of that tool is Grunt. Grunt is used in order to do automation of repetitive tasks because whatever is repetitive can be automated. Some of the repetitive tasks which you will find while development of applications are minification or compilation or unit testing. So all these different repetitive tasks can be actually automated, and in order to do that automation, a tool called Grunt can be used. Grunt comes with rich set of plugins like JS Hint or SAS or Jade. All these are different plugins which can be now used in order to participate in automation of certain tasks. Similar to any other tool which is based on Node.js, Grunt is also installed using npm, that is Node Package Manager. Now let's evaluate role of Grunt in Yeoman workflow. Yeoman workflow typically starts with creating the web application using the generator, and that generator can be specific to any framework like Angular or Bootstrap. So Yeoman helps you to create web application. Then you have other tools like Bower. Bower helps you to manage dependencies, and it also takes responsibility of building browser specific tools. And then you have Grunt, which takes responsibility of automating the task. So whenever you are creating a new application, after creating new application, your Bower takes responsibility of searching and installing all the different plugins or dependencies which are needed in order to build that application so that it can be accessed via HTTP over browser. Then final responsibility is of Grunt, which takes responsibility of configuring your task automation. So in order to make call to a particular task, you can use grunt serve, grunt test, grunt dev. So there are various tasks which are actually specified in grunt file.js, which is treated as configuration file for grunt. Now let's understand some of the grunt tasks. After you have specified grunt file and you have specified the automation, you have to go at you have to go and define the grunt task. There are three typical tasks. One is serve, then test, and then grunt. Grunt on its own will generate and build optimized production ready version of your applications. Whereas test will take responsibility of conducting all the unit tests for the application, and grunt serve takes responsibility of previewing the application so that you can know how what is the look and feel and how actually your application is behaving. Let's have a look over sample grunt automation workflow. And here, if you say we are trying to beautify all file, beautify all file means keeping your content in proper format. And in order to do that, you are using JS hint. Browsify, background.js and client.js, these are some of the extra utilities or extra packages which are being used, and it is responsibility of grunt to keep an eye that whenever there is change in a particular file, it goes and probably executes this workflow. So first is file change is detected. As soon as file change is done, grunt starts the task. It beautifies all the files, uses JS hint to ensure that all JS file conforms to the best practices, then passes it on to browser, so to browsify using background.js or client.js. Finally, documentation is created, and then if you want it to be in production, uglify is called. Else you will wait for the file change, and once file change is over, you'll find that change is detected and it follows the step. Else, if there is no change, it goes and it halts the grunt process. So by using this approach, you can go and you can plan automation of task. In this video, we demonstrated how to use grunt file and grunt task in order to manage automation.